Okay, I'm going to be talking about scaling up my trading in 2025, what I'm doing, what my plan is, and let's get into it. I know the lighting's not going to be great in this video. Probably the sound quality's not that great in this video. May or may not be valuable. So, scaling, there's two. Scaling where you increase risk is only something you want to do when you have momentum in your favor. So part of my idea is, as the year progresses, as I follow my trading system and my trading systems produce gains, I'm going to gradually increase my risk. That's part of scaling. I'm going to talk about how I'm going to scale, how I'm going to increase risk. But another thing that's overlooked and really important is, in your life, what does your cash flow situation look like? Do you have money going into savings every month? If you don't, you cannot and should not scale your risk. If you do, you can think about it. So I'm in a position where I'm starting to, once again, put money into savings every month. And I say once again because I let trading be my main thing for years, which is inconsistent. There were periods I made a lot of money, periods I didn't make money, but I quit my main job. I quit YouTube. I quit coaching. I quit selling courses. And what it meant is, I couldn't really risk because I needed that. So starting in May 2024, it's been less than a year. I was like, all right, it's time to go back to work. Let me build a full-time income. So it took me a while. I started my hiking tours business in June. I started my YouTube channels back up in May. I started selling MTP, I want to say in June or July. I started the Dolphin Tour job end of August. Really, I started in September. And it took a minute, but I recently looked at my finances and how much I made. I'm going to talk frankly about numbers here, be transparent. It's more for me than for you, but just so you can have an idea. Let me tell you, my life is awesome. I really like my life. I'm really fit and healthy, and it translates to me feeling good. I get a lot of sleep. I live in Hawaii. I get a lot of sunshine. I'm typically in the ocean for sometimes, some weeks I'm averaging 2 hours a day in the ocean. I've got a great social life. I've got a lot of friends. I've got a local celebrity effect where I just know people everywhere. I've got friend groups. I've got places I can go on days that I have days off and drop in on friends. I have people I can call to talk to when I need to. And I've got my dog with me. I get to do my hobbies for work. I really like my life, and trading isn't really necessary, and that's setting me up to succeed. So how much does it cost to live in Hawaii? My rent is $1,500. Food, I probably spend about $800 a month on food. You might think that's a lot. I don't know. I might even spend more. Probably around 800 though. Probably around 600 on groceries. And then I eat out maybe twice a week. So that brings us to $2,300. The car I probably spend about $500 a month on. That might sound like a lot, but that's counting for gas, insurance, repairs, buying a new car. These things are averaged out. So that brings us from 15 to 23 to 2,800. My phone and subscriptions about 200. So now we're at 3,000. Feeding the pets brings me to maybe 3,100, maybe 3,150. I'll say 3,100. And then we'll round up and say random plastic bags, trash bags, dog bags, stuff like that. Okay, we'll go to 3,200. So 3,200 is my base cost of living. people say health insurance. Health insurance is really cheap in Hawaii. I don't pay very much for health insurance at this income. So 32, and I'm not counting income, I'm counting costs. Okay, 3,200. So we're at 3,200. I already have extra car expenses factored in. There's usually something, you know, the dog, there's a bill, I gotta like random, gotta pay my accountant, I want to go on a trip or something. So I can get by on like 32, but it's probably more like 37. Okay, so that said, 37 times 12, I mean, I'm living on 40-some thousand a year and I have an awesome life in Hawaii. And it's true, I would need to spend more if I had kids, and that's true. But it wouldn't necessarily need to be way more. Anyways, so my bar to survive is to make like $3,700 a month. And I was looking back, it's been erratic coming in. Some months I've made like thousands of dollars from selling MTP. Some months it's none. Some months I make a couple of grand or $3,000 from hiking tours. Some months it's small. And then the dolphin, so it varies. But just looking back of the past 4 months, I think it was like, I made 4,000 something, I made 6,000 something, I made 3,000 something, I made 5,000, something like that. So I'm making enough now to kind of put it away. And so for this month I'm recording this on the 21st. It's not over. But so far, and there's 10 days left, after the next 2 days I'll have done 10 hiking tours. The average hiking tour this month is probably about maybe $225 or $250. So multiply that by 10, I'm making maybe, say, $2,200 from hiking tours. $600 ad rev payment from YouTube, so we're at $2,800. I sold one MTP and I paid a profit split on that, so I'm a little over 200 from that. So we were at 28. We're at 3,000. I've got a life coaching client who pays me $300, so I'm at 3,300. I had a couple recurring payments come in, which would bring it up to maybe 3,500. And then the dolphin tour is probably about $1,000, so maybe 4,500. So right now I'm consistently clearing it, and it's grown from nothing, right? I actually had nothing, no income last May. I think April I had no income. January, February, March, April, no income. It was just, did I make money from trading or not? So I expect that to continue to grow because the ad rev sales and the course sales will probably increase. And you could say, well, if you just trade better, yeah, I mean, that helps, but I still want things to do with my time. And it's just much easier to trade when you can add to the account instead of you have to withdraw. Because I was also like, withdraw 3,000 for the month, withdraw 2,000 for the month, withdraw 1,000 for the month. Now I can be like, deposit 1,000 this month, deposit 2,000 this month, deposit 500 this month. So this, and I plan to grow that income. It's like, okay, I made $6,000 one of the months. Maybe that becomes the norm. Maybe it hits 8 or 10. I don't know. Do I need a 6-figure income? No, because really what I want to do is I want to work on the dolphin tour where I'm making like below $20 an hour. The hiking tour I make 30 something an hour, but I don't like it as much. And life's not all about money. So for the trading, now I feel like I can scale. So that gives you some context. I believe the best time to scale is when you have extra income and you're on profit. So far, January 20, I'm up like a couple grand in trading for the year, which is great. Nothing crazy, but I'm happy. So the main way I'm planning on scaling and I'm gonna do this soon because I feel a little bit more confident in my situation, is right now, this year, I've just been trading crypto for MTP, Bitcoin, Solana, and a little bit of ETH. And I want to add traditional futures. I want to add gold and the stock market indices. I'm going to trade US 500, S&P 500, and not the NASDAQ, just because the contract and the risk is smaller. With MTP, the smallest risk for the NASDAQ is like $2,000, which for me is a little bit uncomfortably large. I'd rather risk $1,000. And when you're trading, not day trading, but swing trading, in my opinion, if you make an extra $1,000 a month and you have, say, 6 months income saved and you have consistent income, why not risk the entire thing on a trade if you get one trade a month, right? So I'm going to trade gold and S&P 500. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to transfer out maybe like 10 grand from savings and throw that in my futures account with NinjaTrader, and then trade those signals. I don't know when the next one will be. Maybe S&P 500 will give an all-time high buy. But yeah, gold gave a signal today, and I'm kind of mad I can't buy it. And I can't buy it because I don't have capital. Maybe I can trade Pax Gold, actually. That's something that I'm going to look up when I get home. Maybe I can, the problem with Pax Gold is I think yeah, maybe I can trade Pax Gold. I want to see how it lines up with gold. I feel like it might be kind of weak. Or like have problems, liquidity problems. I don't know. I'm gonna look. Crypto people aren't really interested in trading gold. But yeah, that's kind of my plan. What's giving me more confidence this year is that I've raised my income, and I want to continue to do so. That said, I'm not here to show my course in this video, but I will encourage you guys to do things to raise your income. It's going to make trading way easier. You may think, oh, I can get an income from trading. You can't get an income from trading. Most people cannot get an income through trading. You can grow savings through trading, but you're not going to make money every week or every month even. And if you try to, it's going to hold you back, and it's just a stressful way to live. It's much easier to treat trading as a way to amplify your savings, but you never want to live off your savings, right? You always want to be making more. And it's just from a psychology perspective of not stressing yourself out. So hope you find that useful. Appreciate y'all. Much love. Talk to y'all soon. Peace.